We were doing the chapter, the era of one party system, the dominance, one party dominance in the politics of Indian history. मतलब हमारे यहाँ पर ऐसा क्यों था, which party was dominant and why that party was dominant. So this we have already done, that why that party was dominant because of so many factors. अब हम लोग उसका एक एक करके सारे factors पढ़ेंगे. First of all, we have read the challenges that came when we had to form the election commission to conduct a free election. जब ये दोनों चीजें करनी थी, तो there was one big हमारे लिए टास्क था, that how to conduct an election for a people who had never seen what is democracy. मतलब बाकी कंट्रीज में इट वाज लिटरेट, तो पीपल अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज डेमोक्रेसी, ऑटोक्रेसी. इंडिया हैड नेवर एक्सपीरियंस सच काइंड ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इन द पास्ट. अगर हम अपने पास्ट को देखते हैं तो वी हैड बीन रूल्ड बाय द किंग, देन फॉर अ पीरियड ऑफ more than so many eras by the Mughals, and then it was the British era. So we never had tasted what is democracy actually. But ऐसे कंट्री के अंदर एक डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप एंड टेकिंग अप द चैलेंज ऑफ सच अ बिग इलेक्शन वाज रियली अ मेमोथ टास्क. लेकिन वो टास्क जो है इट वाज अकम्प्लिश्ड विथ ट्रायम्फ. पूरे सक्सेस के साथ वो आपका पूरा हुआ. फिर हम लोगों ने पढ़ा कि जो मतलब कि आपका जो कांग्रेस है, हाउ इट बिकेम अ पॉलिटिकल बट डोमिनेंट लीडर. एंड दैट इज बिकॉज हमारा ये जो कांग्रेस है, दिस कांग्रेस इज द ओनली वन. अभी हम जो कांग्रेस देखते हैं दैट इज ओनली अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट कांग्रेस जो रियल में था. तो इट हैड द dominance in the elections. That was because of the charismatic leaders, it was because of the inheritance of the national movement, and of course there were other factors जो हम एक एक करके अब हम लोग जो है पढ़ेंगे कि what were those factors which helped Congress to dominate. India is not only one country to have experienced the dominance of one party. आपके इस वाले मतलब की पोर्शन से the question comes, how the dominance of one party is different from India, from Mexico, or from China or any other country. तो वहां पर the political system is dominant. वहां the political system has adopted a one party system कि वो elections उसी पार्टी के थ्रू मतलब कि they would be taking the Chinese Communist Party. Whereas if we talk about India, we had not adopted a one party system, but it was only because of the evolution. वो एक evolution था क्योंकि तब जो है कांग्रेस वाज डोमिनेंट ड्यू टू द नेशनल मूवमेंट, और उसके बाद इट हैड उनके आपस में कोई डिफरेंसेस थी ही नहीं. बट व्हेन दीज डिफरेंसेस स्टार्टेड इरप्टिंग, जब ये डिफरेंसेस आने लगी तो द पार्टी सिस्टम डिवाइडेड, एंड ऑफ कोर्स हमारा जो इलेक्शन कमीशन था उसने इन पार्टीज को सिंबलाइज किया. एंड इंडिया फ्रॉम वन पार्टी सिस्टम, मतलब इट वाज नॉट अ वन पार्टी सिस्टम, but it evolved with multi-parties in the later stages. But there is a crucial difference between these and the Indian experience. यही आपका question था which came in the exam. In the rest of the cases, the dominance of one party was ensured by compromising democracy. That was an adoption deliberately, जानबूझ के उन लोगों ने लिया था. In some countries, China, Cuba, Syria, the constitution permits only a single party to rule. Some others like Myanmar, Belarus, Egypt and Eritrea are effectively one party states due to legal and military measures. मतलब वहां जो military है, it doesn't allow the parties to form. And Myanmar has been under this attack. वहां पे आर्मी रूल ही रहा है, even though democratic elections were conducted. Until a few years ago, Mexico, South Korea, and Taiwan were also effectively one party dominant states. what distinguishes the dominance of Congress party from all these cases was it happened under democratic conditions. Many parties contested elections in condition of free and fair, yet the Congress managed to win the elections after this. This was similar to the African National Congress that enjoyed in South Africa after the end of apartheid. That was because Congress को लोग पसंद करते थे. Moreover, Congress itself was a rainbow party. अभी आएगा आपके उसमें. The roots of this extraordinary success of Congress go back to the legacy of freedom struggle. जो पहला point है वो ये है कि freedom struggle में जितने leaders थे, they were under Indian National Congress, not a party. It was a complete organization. Congress was seen as inheritors of the national movement. Many leaders who were in the forefront of that struggle were now contesting elections as Congress candidates. The Congress was already a well-organized party, and by the time the other parties even could think of a strategy, the Congress had already started its campaign. मतलब यही एक सबसे बड़ी चीज थी. In fact, many parties were formed only around independence or after that, क्योंकि आपका CPI बना था during the Socialist Party in Socialist movement in Russia, और आपका स्वराज पार्टी बना था that was inside the Indian National Congress while the national movement was going, जो मोतीलाल नेहरू सिया दास ने बनाया था. But they were not having any other kind of party जो opposition बन के आना चाहता था. Thus, the Congress had first of the blocks advantage. आपके पेपर का 1 marker question. What does it mean by first of the block? मतलब उनको पहला चांस मिला था. They had taken the opportunity since the leaders who were associated with Congress, they already were members of the national movement. तो उनको उसका मिल गया. जो बाद में आए थे, they had to prove themselves. उनको prove करना पड़ रहा था. By the time of independence, the party had not only spread across the length and breadth as we had seen in the map, but also in the organizational network down local level. मतलब at every area they were working, and it was till recently a national movement. Its nature was all inclusive. All these factors contributed to the dominance of Congress party. Now, ये आपका अलग सा question. How can we say that Congress was a social and ideological coalition? Repeatedly telling you the same thing, that it evolved in 1885 and it was not a party, it was a pressure group. ये आपका pressure group था जो rich, the elite class, educated इन लोगों ने बनाया था. इनफैक्ट इसके जो मतलब कि मेन लीडर थे A.O. Hume, not related, मतलब they wanted to actually put the pressure on the British government कि इंडियंस को इंक्लूड किया जाए इन द गवर्नमेंट. इट वाज नथिंग लाइक हम लोग ये जो स्वराज था, दैट वाज अ लेटर स्टेज. स्वराज आपका बाद में आया था, मतलब स्वराज और आपका पूर्ण स्वराज आपका बाद में आया था. इनिशियली इट वाज ओनली अ प्रेशर ग्रुप जो चाहते थे कि द गवर्नमेंट शुड गिव मोर वेटेज टू इंडियंस, द इंक्लूजन ऑफ इंडियंस. तो उस वक्त में कांग्रेस में जितने लोग थे, they were either from the elite groups, मतलब the rich groups, or the educated commercial class. They laid the basis for eventual transformation into a mass political party and its subsequent domination of the political system. Thus, Congress began as dominated by the English-speaking upper caste, upper middle class, and urban elite. बट विद एवरी सिविल और मतलब कि जैसे जैसे ये बढ़ता जा रहा था, इसमें जो लोग इसमें जुड़ रहे थे वो पीजेंट्स भी थे, मिल वर्कर्स भी थे, वेमेन भी थे, यानी कि द बेस वाज इंक्रीजिंग. इट ब्रॉट टुगेदर डाइवर्स ग्रुप whose interests were often contradictory. पीजेंट्स एंड इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट, अगर आप देखो पीजेंट्स का क्या उस वक्त में रोल था, दे वांटेड, उनको जो है अपने उस बेगारी, उनको वो जो जबरदस्ती फोर्स रिक्रूटमेंट, फोर्स मतलब की वर्क था, उनसे उनको छुटकारा चाहिए था. वेयर इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट का बेसिक था, दे नीडेड मोर, मतलब कि दे वांटेड उनका जो एक्सपोर्ट या इंपोर्ट है उसमें लिबरलाइजेशन हो. अर्बन ड्यूलर्स का अलग था तो विलेजर्स का अलग था, वर्कर्स का अलग था तो ओनर्स का अलग था, मिडिल लोअर अपर सारे आपके जो थे देवर स्लोली ग्रेजुअली दे हैड जॉइन कांग्रेस. ग्रेजुअली द लीडरशिप एक्सपैंडेड beyond the upper class professional to agricultural based leaders with a rural orientation. जैसे आपके बी आर अम्बेडकर, ही वॉज, उनका जो था कास्ट को लेकर था. देन अगर आप जेपी नारायण को देखेंगे, उनका सोशलिस्ट को लेकर था. मीन्स ऑल द लीडर्स इफ यू टॉक अबाउट जो बाद में अलग अलग पार्टीज में चेंज हुए थे, उनका बेसिक उस वक्त में था, इट वॉज रिलेटेड टू देयर ओन एरिया. राजेंद्र प्रसाद, दो ही वॉज अ लॉयर, लेकिन वो ही सपोर्टेड द फार्मर्स. लाल बहादुर शास्त्री सपोर्टेड द फार्मर्स. So if you look into those people, those who were in the national movement, इनका कहीं ना कहीं they were having their own areas. लेकिन as a national movement, they joined Congress together. By the time of independence, यही आपको मैंने शायद अभी बताया था, the Congress was transformed into a rainbow social coalition broadly representing India's diversity in terms of caste, class, religion, language and various interests. रेनबो किसके लिए बोलते हैं बच्चा? रेनबो का मतलब है आपका कलरफुल, द सेवन कलर्स ऑफ विबजियोर. तो यहाँ पर द सेवन कलर्स मतलब यहाँ पर डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ पीपल, कास्ट से, रिलीजन से, लैंग्वेज से, इंटरेस्ट से, बट दे ऑल वर अंडर द सेम अम्ब्रेला, that is Congress. Many of these groups merged their identity within the Congress. Very often they did not and continue to exist within the Congress as groups and individuals holding different beliefs. मैंने आपको उस दिन बताया था, अभी थोड़ी देर पहले बताया था, कांग्रेस के अंदर ही सीपीआई था, कांग्रेस के अंदर आपका स्वराज पार्टी था. स्वराज पार्टी was formed by मोतीलाल नेहरू and C.R. दास. कांग्रेस के अंदर ही आपके जवाहरलाल नेहरू, सुभाष चंद्र बोस जैसे रेडिकल्स थे. एंड उसी के अंदर आपके एक्सट्रीमिस्ट थे, जिसको हम लोग जैसे हम कहते हैं लाल बाल पाल, लाला लाजपत राय, बाल गंगाधर तिलक. तो देवर देयर जो कि चाहते थे मास मूवमेंट शुड बी देयर. देवर रेडिकल्स लाइक जवाहरलाल नेहरू एंड सुभाष चंद्र बोस जो प्रोटेस्ट करना चाहते थे. whereas they were moderates like मोतीलाल नेहरू जो कि मतलब कि within the frame of the law काम करना चाहते थे. they all were there. कांग्रेस was in आपके पेपर का नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. कांग्रेस was an ideological coalition. why? आइडियोलॉजी मतलब अलग अलग आइडियोलॉजीज थे जो अभी मैंने आपको बताया. इट अकोमोडेटेड द रेवोल्यूशनरी जो अभी आपको मैंने नेम्स बताए, पैसिफिस्ट यानी कि जो मॉडरेट्स आपको बताए, कंजर्वेटिव, रैडिकल, एक्सट्रीमिस्ट, मॉडरेट, राइट, लेफ्ट एंड ऑल शेड्स ऑफ सेंटर. राइट और लेफ्ट का मतलब यहाँ पर है कैपिटलिस्ट, सोशलिस्ट, पैसिफिस्ट, कंजर्वेटिव जो पुराने उसको लेना चाहते थे, रैडिकल्स, एवरी काइंड ऑफ पीपल वर अंडर देम. द कांग्रेस वॉज अ प्लेटफॉर्म. जब हम लोग नेशनल मूवमेंट पढ़ते हैं तो हम लोग जो है वी टॉक अबाउट मॉडरेट्स, radicals and extremists. We had these three kinds of मतलब की people. Moderates वो थे जो चाहते थे विद इन द गवर्नमेंट रहकर ब्रिटिश में इलेक्शंस कंटेस्ट करके दे वांटेड टू गेन द पावर. रेडिकल्स वांटेड मतलब कि दे वांटेड थोड़ा सा मतलब कि दे वांटेड प्रोटेस्ट. लेकिन एक्सट्रीमिस्ट जो थे दे वांटेड टू गो टू एनी लेवल. मॉडरेट्स में हम सीआर दास मोतीलाल नेहरू का नाम लाते हैं. रेडिकल्स में हम जवाहरलाल नेहरू या फिर सुभाष चंद्र बोस जी का नाम लाते हैं. एक्सट्रीमिस्ट में हम लोग लाल बाल पाल का नाम लेते हैं. बट दे ऑल वर्क अंडर वन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. The Congress was a platform for numerous group interests and even political parties to take part in the national movements. In the pre-independence day, many organizations and parties with their own constitution and organizational structure were allowed to exist within the Congress. Some of these, like the Congress Socialist Party, आप देख सकते हैं, later separated from the Congress and became opposition parties. मतलब बाद में ये लोग अलग हुए थे, लेकिन at that time they were under the same. Despite differences regarding this method, specific programs and policies the party managed to contain, if not resolve differences, build a consensus. मतलब अगर वो लोग अपने डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन को नहीं खत्म कर पाते थे तो वो क्या करते थे, एक मत होकर फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ द कंट्री दे वुड वर्क, बट दे वुड नॉट गेट सेपरेटेड. आज के पॉलिटिक्स के जैसा नहीं था. Then tolerance was there. I have been telling you many a times, I think in the second मतलब कि आपको काफी जो है you will be finding about the movies and all when I talk. So you can see on the left one is there. There are so many if you have seen. This coalition like character of the Congress gave its unusual strength. First, a coalition accommodates all those who join it. Tolerate करना. Therefore, it has to avoid any extreme position and strike a balance. जो मैंने आपको बताया, they used to be in the consensus. मतलब अगर उनको लगता था कि there are differences, like हमारा constituent assembly जब बना था, तो उस वक्त में there were differences of opinion. There were many differences of opinion between Gandhi ji and Nehru ji, Gandhi ji and B.R. Ambedkar. But still they would come to a consensus when they wanted it for the overall welfare. Compromise and inclusiveness are the hallmark of a coalition. मतलब अगर आपको किसी के साथ मिलजुल के काम करना होता है ना, तो आपको उन्हें इंक्लूड भी करना पड़ता है और certain times you need to compromise. That is what we do in a family. That is what we do when we are working together as a team. This strategy put the opposition in a difficulty. Anything that the opposition wanted to say would also find a place in the program and ideology of Congress. अगर वो opposition बनाना भी चाहते थे तो उनको वो मिल जाता था. So they used to be within that. Secondly, in a party that has the nature of coalition, there is greater tolerance of internal differences and ambitions of various groups and leaders. वो आपको करना पड़ता है. The Congress did both these things during the freedom struggle and even after the independence. That is why even if a group was not happy with the position or with its share, it would remain inside the party and fight other groups rather than leaving and becoming an opposition. मतलब चाहे उनको वो ज्यादा पसंद ना भी आए तो भी वो साथ में रहना जो है वो साथ में रहते थे. That is because they would be accommodated. These groups inside the party are called factions. अभी जो मैंने आपको ऊपर बताया था ना, that's the factions. Means इनका एक गुट ग्रुप, मतलब one would be basically on socialist, one would be on capitalist, but still they would be under the same umbrella party. The coalitional nature of Congress party tolerated and in fact encouraged various factions. Some of these were based on ideological and others were rooted in personal ambitions and rivalry. Instead of being a weakness, internal factionalism became a strength of the Congress. Since there was a room within the party for various factions to fight with each other, it means the leaders representing different interests, ideology remain within the Congress rather than making a new party. मतलब लड़ने का मतलब यहाँ पर ये नहीं है. Means they could put forth their problems. They could put forth, जैसे for example, when Gandhi ji had started off the national movement, जब उन्होंने national movement start किया, not all were supporting him. The businessman felt that ऐसे जो आपके मतलब बार बार movements है, those movements disrupt their daily work. Within the Congress party also, जैसे मैंने भी आपको 3 factions बताए, the people were not that much. उनको लगता था कि ऐसे mass movement जो है, they are not going to become a success and they are मतलब कि उनको जो उनकी ideology लगती थी वो उनको सही लगती थी. For example, the moderates wanted कि they should be remaining. तो वो अपनी बात को आगे रखते थे rather than fighting नहीं हम तो जा रहे हैं तुम ऐसा काम करोगे हम तो जा रहे हैं. Rather than saying this thing, they would put their work, they would fight, they would talk, they would come in what you say negotiations. For example, one more example is when the round table conference was organized in London. फर्स्ट तो हमारा बिल्कुल फेल्योर था, सेकेंड भी फेल्योर हुआ. क्यों? इन द राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस देयर वाज अ कन्फ्रंटेशन ऑफ गांधी जी एंड अंबेडकर जी. अंबेडकर जी वाज a staunch supporter of separate electorates for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, that is the depressed class, and Gandhi ji wanted that अभी हम लोगों को सेपरेटिस्ट नहीं करना है. So these were two different ideologies. Gandhi ji wanted people to be together. He wanted that नहीं भाई आप हमें अलग कर दो क्योंकि we are not getting equal share. फिर what happened? Then it was not that Ambedkar ji went away. उन्होंने अपना कुछ किया. No. There was a proper negotiation. आपका पूना पैक्ट बना 1932 में and then मिलकर इन लोगों ने जो है नेशनल मूवमेंट में पार्ट लिया. The similar case was for the Muslims also. Though Muslims alienated themselves after the non-cooperation movement, but yet they supported when it came to the this Simon Commission and आपका Quit India movement. उन दोनों में the participation of Muslim League was also equal when it came to Quit India movement and this Simon Commission. Even the Muslim League was in favor and they all supported Congress and they मतलब कि greeted the British with go back Simon. तो ऐसी आइडियोलॉजी होती थी, आपस में उनकी बनती नहीं थी. उनके बावजूद भी when they found कि they are having some space, they would come, they would take up that. Most of the state units of Congress were made up of numerous factions. The factions that took ideological positions, making the Congress appear a grand centrist party. Centrist matlab which doesn't support the socialist or capitalist. The other parties attempted to influence these factions and therefore indirectly influence policies, decision making from margins. They were far removed from the actual exercise of authority. They were not alternatives to the ruling party. Instead, they constantly pressurized, criticized, censured, and influenced the Congress. And this kind of politics is very common today. The system of factions functioned as balancing mechanism within the ruling party. Political competition therefore took place within the Congress. So the first decade of electoral competition, the Congress acted both as ruling as well as opposition. That is why we also describe this period as Congress system. And one of the very important question, दोनों मतलब ये क्वेश्चन बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कांग्रेस सिस्टम और उस पीरियड को हम कांग्रेस सिस्टम क्यों बोलते हैं. So it was not a system which we adapted or adopted. It was a system which evolved over the period of time. वो टाइम के साथ इवॉल्व हुआ था. द सिस्टम इटसेल्फ केम क्योंकि सबको जगह मिलती थी. एवरीवन वाज अकोमोडेटेड. So that is why they all were called as Congress system. Last but not, the next is then how the oppositions came. Yes, India has never adopted a system like in Mexico, China. You have a system. The constitution doesn't permit a second party. हमारा ऐसा नहीं था. The constitution had already given a multi-party democratic system, and we already were having many people who were acting as opposition. Maybe they were within the Congress. मतलब उनके आइडियाज को वो पसंद नहीं करते थे. लेकिन बाद में ऐसा क्या हुआ कि उनको बिल्कुल अलग होना पड़ा. तो there were many what you call as difference conflicts. The actual you will be seeing only after 1970s when Congress itself divided into R and O. Then it it came as second party. भारतीय जनसंघ का भारतीय जनता पार्टी नाम हो गया. Many of those parties जो पहले थी वो मर्ज होकर दूसरी पार्टीज में आ गई. As we have noted, it is not not that India did not have opposition. While discussing the results, we came across the names of many parties other than Congress. Even India had a large number of diverse and vibrant opposition parties. Then many other multi-party democracies. जो आपके आए थे even before the first general election, like CPI, Socialist Party. Some of these parties played an important part in the politicals of country in 60s and 70s. CPI आज भी है. It has got a strong base in Punjab, Kerala, and West Bengal. The roots of almost all the non-Congress parties of today can be traced to one or the other of. मतलब उस वक्त में जो opposition party within Congress थी, वही आज शायद non-Congress parties हैं. उस वक्त में वो कांग्रेस के अंदर रहकर ऑपोजिशन में थी. अब वो बिल्कुल ऑपोजिशन. All these opposition parties succeeded in. ये वाला जो कार्टून है, this has come in the exam. Getting only a token representation in the Lok Sabha and state during this period. Yet, their presence played a crucial role in maintaining the democratic character. Democracy में क्या होता है? What is the meaning of democracy? Means free and fair election सबसे पहला. दूसरा, one man one vote. और तीसरा, there should be choice. यानी कि oppositions होनी चाहिए. वो हमारा जो क्राइटेरिया है वो पूरा होता. These parties offered a sustained and often principled criticisms of policies and practice of Congress party. They kept the ruling party under check and often changed the balance power by keeping the democratic political alternative alive. These parties prevented the resentment within the system from turning anti-democratic. See, when you talk, there should be always criticism. Even हम लोग जब किसी चीज को बोलते हैं, हम कहते हैं क्रिटिक. बुक भी लिखते हैं ना, तो बुक के भी आपके क्रिटिक्स होते हैं. And a strong person is who accepts the critics with grace. These parties also groom the leaders who were to play a crucial role in the shaping of country. In the earlier years, there was a lot of mutual respect between the leaders and those of oppositions. उस वक्त में ये वो allegations नहीं होती थी. People did not jump into conclusions and allegations. It was जैसे घर में होता है, even दो बच्चे होते हैं, they don't have the two same similar kind of interest, but we accommodate क्योंकि दोनों की अपनी वो. उसी तरीके से they used to have the mutual trust. The interim government is the temporary government that ruled the country after the declaration of independence, and the first general election included opposition leaders like Ambedkar, Shama Prasad Mukherjee in the cabinet. मैं आपको पहले ही बता चुकी हूँ, डॉक्टर अंबेडकर वॉज अ कंप्लीट सोशलिस्ट. उनका था, वो तो डिप्रेस क्लास को लेकर चल रहे थे. श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी आपके भारतीय जनसंघ यानी कि जो आज आपका भारतीय जनता पार्टी है उसके मेन लीडर थे. देन ऑल्सो दे वर इन द कैबिनेट ऑफ जवाहरलाल नेहरू. Jawaharlal Nehru often referred to his fondness for Socialist Party and invited leaders like Jai Prakash Narayan to join the government. So this kind of personal relationship and respect for adversities declined after the party competition grew more intense. Thus, this first phase of politics, democratic politics, was quite unique. The inclusive character of national movement led by Congress enabled to attract different section, group, and interest, making it as a broad-based social and ideological coalition. The key role of Congress in freedom struggle thus gave it a head start over others. And that is why it had that edge, जो हमने सबसे ऊपर पढ़ा था. As the ability of Congress to accommodate all interest and all aspirant for political power steadily declined, the other parties started gaining greater significance. Thus, the dominance constitute only one phase in politics. We shall continue it in the later part, which I have already told कि आगे वाले पार्ट में आप पढ़ोगे कि बाकी जो कांग्रेस है वही, मतलब कांग्रेस हम बोलते हैं, बट कांग्रेस के अंदर से कुछ ऑपोजिशन आपकी पार्टीज थी, लेकिन जो आपका मेन आइडियोलॉजिकल पार्टी था लाइक भारतीय जनसंघ वगैरह, ये बिल्कुल अलग हो गए थे. द रीजन वॉज दे, उनको जो पहले जो म्यूचुअल रेस्पेक्ट, उनकी जो बातों को जो वैल्यू मिल रही थी, दैट स्लोली डिक्लाइंड ओवर द कमिंग पीरियड. Maybe that was the period when we wanted to fight together. बाद में maybe we were supposed to fight for our own ideologies. That was one. तो आपके पेपर के अंदर जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं वो है आपका the first of all, already I've told you the names of such political parties like Socialist Party, who was the founder, then उसका मतलब कि कब फाउंड हुआ था और उनकी आइडियोलॉजी क्या थी. The origin of social party can be traced to the back of mass movement. In the pre-independence era, the CSP was formed within Congress in 1934 by a group of young leaders who wanted a more radical and egalitarian, यानी कि equal Congress. Then in 1948, the Congress amended its constitution to prevent its members from having a dual party membership, यानी कि दो पार्टीज आपकी नहीं होनी चाहिए. This forced socialists to form separate socialist party in 1948. The party's electoral performance caused much disappointment, though party had presence in most of the states, but it could not get the votes. ये आपका जो है, you can see on the left, Acharya Narendra Dev. He was a scholar. After independence, led the Socialist Party and later Praja Socialist Party. You need to remember all these names. कि इनका क्या था. देन इनका मेन जो था लाइक सोशलिस्ट पार्टी जो है, इट हैड मेनी स्प्लिट्स. दीज इंक्लूडेड किसान मतलब सोशलिस्ट पार्टी ही आगे जाकर किसान मजदूर, प्रजा सोशलिस्ट, संयुक्ता सोशलिस्ट, जयप्रकाश नारायण का मतलब अलग से हुआ था. देन अच्युत पटवर्धन, अशोका मेहता, आचार्य नरेंद्र देव, राम मनोहर लोहिया, ये सब वो लीडर्स थे जो सोशलिस्ट पार्टी के थे. एंड मेनी पार्टीज इन कंटेम्पररी इंडिया, समाजवादी पार्टी आपका अखिलेश यादव, द राष्ट्रीय जनता दल आरजेडी, जनता दल सेक्युलर, ये सब सोशलिस्ट पार्टी से निकल कर आए हैं. दिस इज फर्स्ट. सेकेंड इज आपका भारतीय सॉरी कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी. दिस ये आपका गया था, एज आई सेड दिस वाज ड्यूरिंग द बॉल्शेविक रेवोल्यूशन. इसमें से इंडिया में कई लोग वहां पर गए थे एंड दे हैड एक्चुअली मतलब कि पार्टिसिपेटेड, एडवोकेटेड सोशलिज्म. सो द कम्युनिस्ट वर्क, और हमारे यहाँ पर ये 1920s में ही बन गया था, 15 में, एंड 1960s में इट वाज सेपरेटेड इनटू टू. A parting of ways took place in 41 when the communists decided to support the British in their war against Nazi Germany. Unlike other non-Congress party, CPI had a well-oiled party machinery and dedicated cadre. However, independents raised different voices और इसी वजह से वो आपके दो पार्टीज में चले गए. But their base is in more in Kerala as well as in Punjab. You can see A.K. Gopalan, the leader from Congress, who worked as a Congress work, फिर उसके बाद joined the Communist Party in 39, and when it was split in 1964, वो CPI MK बनी. And CPI जो है A.K. Gopalan डांग नंबूरदी, जो नंबूरदी है, he was a one in Kerala. P.C. Joshi, Ajay Ghosh, they all were very prominent members of CPI, and it was split following the ideological rift between Social Union and China. जो लोग सोवियत को सपोर्ट कर रहे थे वो सीपीआई में थे, जो अपोनेंट थे वो सीपीआई एम में हो गए, और अभी भी दे आर देयर. एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, देयर बेस इज स्ट्रांग इन दीज थ्री स्टेट्स मेजरली. द फोर्थ इज आपका, द नेक्स्ट इज भारतीय जनसंघ, विच इज वन ऑफ द वेरी प्रोमिनेंट, और आज का जो आपका एनडीए है, बीजेपी है, ये वही है. द भारतीय जनसंघ वॉज फॉर्म्ड इन 51, और आप पेपर में इससे क्वेश्चन बिल्कुल एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं, विद श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी इट्स फाउंडर प्रेसिडेंट. और इनका आरएसएस और हिंदू महासभा से बहुत मतलब कि दे हैव दिस कनेक्शन. इसलिए बहुत सालों तक दे वाज मतलब कि इट वाज बिलीव कि दे बिलीव इन द तत्व ऑफ हिंदुइज्म. The Jansangh was different from other parties in terms of ideology and program. It emphasized one country, one culture, and one nation, and it should be modern, progressive, with the base of Indian culture and tradition. It also called for a reunion of India and Pakistan in Akhand Bharat. And it was in the forefront in the agitation to replace English with Hindi. मतलब वो हिंदी को अपना मानना चाहते थे. And it was also one of the advocate of nuclear weapons, specifically after Chinese invasion. In the 1956, Jansangh remained on the margins. सिर्फ 3 लोकसभा मिला था, and later on 4. In the early areas, it came mainly in Hindi speaking like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, and UP. The leaders included Shyama Prasad, Deen Dayal Upadhyay, and Balraj. The Bharatiya Janata Party traces its roots to Bharatiya Janata. और इसी के आपके जो लीडर्स हैं, अभी द करंट एनडीए इज रूलिंग विद द. अभी भी मतलब भारतीय जनता पार्टी का मेजर जो आपका है वो नॉर्थ बेल्ट में बहुत है. इन द सदर्न बेल्ट इट इज अ मिक्स्ड वन. इवन अभी भी आपका अगर आप देखोगे तो सदर्न बेल्ट के अंदर यू विल फाइंड दैट देयर इज नॉट दैट मच. इवन इन चेन्नई, मतलब मद्रास में मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दे गो विद देयर लोकल पार्टीज, रीजनल पार्टीज. इन केरला इट इज सीपीआई. In Karnataka, it is 50-50. Sometimes it is Congress, sometimes it is BJP. Sometimes in Andhra, it is most of the time Telugu Desam, Telangana, Telugu Desam. So if you see the southern state, you will not find that much. But if you find the northern states, you will find that they have a very strong basis. This we have done. You can look into all the names that is given in this side में जो आपको नाम दिए है ना, इन सबको एक बार जरूर पढ़िएगा, पेपर में आता है. दिस इज द ओल्ड, मतलब कि जो ये बैल बना हुआ ना, दिस इज द ओल्ड सिंबल. अभी तो आपका दूसरा है. इट इज द ओल्ड सिंबल. एंड एज वे बीन टेलिंग दैट यू विल बी फाइंडिंग मेनी मूवीज रिलेटेड. तो आप इसमें ये वाली मूवीज को देख सकते हो, जो ये वाला सिंहासन वाला दिया हुआ है. दिस इज अबाउट द सेम. This is a Marathi based movie based on novel Simhasan and Mumbai Dinak depicts the tussle for post of chief minister. It is told through a journalist and मतलब जो सूत्रधर का काम करता है, and how there is a power struggle. The finance minister विश्वास, मतलब कि कैसे वो लोग पावर स्ट्रगल के लिए लड़ते हैं, ये उसके बारे में. तो ये जो मूवीज के नाम यहाँ पर आते हैं ना, these are not actually part, but this tells about all those areas जहाँ पे झगड़े होते थे, आइडियोलॉजिकल डिफरेंसेस आती थी, and then how they used to rule, मतलब कि move out, and then how they used to form their own areas. लाइक अभी भी हमारे यहाँ पर ऐसे कई पार्टीज हैं. ऑल द पार्टीज राइट नाउ, मतलब आप जितनी पार्टीज का नाम ले लोगे ना, इनमें से शायद कोई एकाध है जो पार्टी से बाहर इंडिपेंडेंटली फॉर्म हुआ. बट मोस्ट ऑफ देम ट्रेस देयर हिस्ट्री बैक टू इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस, जहां से ये सोशलिस्ट पार्टी, फिर वहां से इनके जनता दल, आरजेडी, समाजवादी ऐसे बन के आए. यही आपका जो भारतीय जनसंघ है, उनमें से कुछ पार्टीज बन के आए. बट अगर आप इन सबको एक करके देखोगे तो once they all were in the rainbow umbrella like party, that is Congress system. That was a Congress system and Congress dominance. In the next few lessons, we would be reading about the demise of Jawaharlal Nehru, then the accession of Indira Gandhi, and how after Indira Gandhi the party split into two, and what were the other problems that her मतलब कि उसका उनकी जो मिनिस्ट्री थी that faced. वो सब कुछ आप आगे वाले जो चैप्टर्स है उनमें पढ़ोगे. Because after the demise of this Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri was there, but he was also for a very short period. Then Indira Gandhi. Then what were the problems that came? How it split? What was the meaning of syndicate? What was the meaning of मतलब कि other oppositions? ये आपका जो है आगे हम लोग पढ़े. तो यहाँ तक हम लोगों ने पढ़ा है how the party became a dominance. What was the nature, political nature, social nature, ideological. तो पॉलिटिकल में आपने पढ़ा कि उन सबका एम एक था. सोशल में आपने पढ़ा है कि वो डिफरेंट कास्ट या कम्युनिटी या रिलीजन को बिलोंग करते थे, स्टिल दे स्टूड टुगेदर. आइडियोलॉजीज में दे वर हैविंग डिफरेंट आइडियोलॉजीज, पैसिफिस्ट और सेंट्रिस्ट और लेफ्टिस्ट. देन आल्सो दे मतलब कि हैड अ रूम. तो ये आपके तीन अलग है, और उसके बावजूद ये एक के अंदर आए थे. तो क्यों आए थे? Why it was called a Congress party system? Why it was called as an ideological system? These are all the important questions from this particular chapter.